Hey guys, here's Louie. On this video, I will show you guys how I paint the trunk pan on these first gen F bodies. And I am done fabricating the cocktail shaker brackets. Okay, I did this one yesterday afternoon after work. And now I'm going to be moving into the trunk floor. I also seam sealed on the wheel well, inner wheelhouse. Last night also, while I was finishing the cocktail shaker, I welded the plate to the bottom of the trunk floor. And she's ready to rock and roll. So it leads us to this video. This is an AMD trunk floor, full trunk floor, and it had tape. It also had an AMD sticker on it. This is what I use: my drill and this wheel here that has this black disc. It takes off paint and it takes off stickers pretty good. And then any bare metal that it left, I just coated it with the cold galvanized compound. And now I'm ready to rock and roll here. I also need to install the drain plugs. Now, a lot of people put them the wrong way, but it's your car. You do it how you want. I'm just showing you the correct way. The correct way is with this bump here facing up, not facing down. Okay? Factory did it facing up. And I just use seam seal. And I cover it, and there you go. I also use a scuff pad, the red ones, and I scuff the complete trunk floor because you need to scuff it for the paint to grab, okay? And then the final step will be wiping it down with some rubbing alcohol, and then I'll show you guys what I use for paint. As for now, let me install these. And let me paint the cocktail shakers that are over there. And I'll bring you guys right back. Alright guys, so there goes the cocktail shakers. I'm going to try to sound my best because I have a mask on. I am painting and I'm trying to protect my lungs. There goes the cocktail shakers. Nice and painted. Okay, I'll show you the paint I am using. I am using this paint right here. It's from Ace Satin Black. Okay. Satin Black. There goes the number. And what I like to do is I'll paint some of the trunk with it. Okay. And then I'll stop. I'll give it just one coat. Then I'll show you the two last paints I use. There's one more after this, and then the final one to give you that splatter effect, how they used to do it back in the plant when they was building these Firebirds. And depending of which plant your Firebird came out of, the splatter paint did change. So they all do not match, and that's why I don't buy the ones that are in the magazine or online. I just do my own splatter paint and order it, and it comes. And you guys could do the same once I share which one it is. Let me get painting. Alright guys, so I use a satin paint just to give it a little coverage. Okay, just to give it a little coverage. Also, you have to mask your tail lights from the inside, okay, and your marker lights from the outside. I forgot to say that in the beginning of the video. And the satin paint is just to give it a little coverage, okay? I do not give it a heavy coat, and I just give it one light coat of this one right here. Now, the magic is the truck bed liner coating. This is from Harbor's Freight. It haven't failed me. I used it before, and I'm going to use it also here on the Ladybird. On the underside of the car, the whole underfloor is painted with this truck bed liner paint. Also the inner wheelhouse, it comes out nice. It's a strong paint, and the reason I like to use it is because it's durable, and it also gives like that little rocky effect of like the splatter paint. And then there is one more paint I do use. I'm going to give the first coat now. I don't want to be filming while I'm spraying the paint because I don't want to mess up the cell phone that I use to make my videos. But let me give it one coat and I'll bring you guys back. Alright guys, this is the way you use this spray. This is the truck bed liner, okay? You just mixed it in. And this is the way I do it. I just move my wrist. This is looking really nice. Alright guys, I'll bring you guys right back. Well guys, I'm gonna let this coat dry up. It took me one can of the trunk paint, of the truck bed liner paint, excuse me. It took one complete can, and as you saw it, that thing does not spray smooth like a regular paint. It kind of like splatter its way, and if you shake it long enough, it builds up so much air in it. You only need to squeeze it one time, and that lasts for a long time. You just splatter the paint all over, and as it's dying out, you squeeze it another time, and it sprays for you. You don't constantly have to press the nozzle. It just constantly will spray for you if you build up enough pressure in it. I'm liking how this is looking. Really nice. Just let it dry a little and I'll show you the final paint that I use. Alright guys, so I say about 45 minutes. I will let the paint of the truck bed liner dry. 45 minutes or so. And now I'm going to show you guys what I'm about to use. This is the last paint you are going to use to have that splatter effect on your trunk floor, and also the inside of the quarter panels. And this one being a 68 fiber convertible, and the convertible cars, the cocktail shakers did have also the splatter paint on them. This is a Rust-Oleum product, and that's the name right there. I use it also for the white car, and there you go. There goes the number you guys are gonna need to do your Google search, and you could have the same one. So what I'm gonna do is paint the inner quarter first. All right, give it at least one coat. Also on the cocktail shakers, this happens to be the front, where you see this bracket is the front, but I'm gonna paint the sides and the back, because once I bolt it on, I won't have access to paint them. And from factory, they was painted on the back. So let me get busy here and start painting inside the trunk. Alright guys, I have my mask on, so I hope you could hear me. First coat. Let me bring you guys closer in there and show you guys that that's the first one. So there it goes, and it gives you that splatter effect. Okay, there you go. Now I'm gonna go to the cocktail shakers and spray some of the cocktail shakers on the back, install them, and continue finishing the trunk. And here it is, the back of the cocktail shakers. Like I said, once you install them, you cannot get the rear of them. You cannot get the back of the cocktail shakers. So I painted. I'm gonna let it dry for a couple of minutes, about 30-35 minutes. Then I will install it back on the trunk and finish painting the trunk. Okay guys, here I go. All right guys, let that dry and I'll bring you back. All right guys, here is the outcome. It looks amazing in here. I am really happy how it looks, and I am hoping that the owner of Lady Bird also could appreciate opening the trunk and looking at something like this. It's totally amazing. I love it. Really nice. Nothing like the car that was brought to me in October actually, of last year. Well guys, let's wrap it up. So if you have any metal showing after scuffing the trunk, you need to shoot some kind of primer to protect the bare metal. Then, like I said in the video, a light coat, very light, one coat of the black satin black paint that I get here from Ace. Then you're going to use one full can of this truck bed liner coating paint at Harbor's Freight. You pick it up and you're gonna need one of these, okay? And trust me, there's a lot left over still. I'll say possibly to do another trunk. Well guys, here's Louis, and like I always say, keep your hands dirty and your project will move forward. Bye bye now.